Extra, extra, let's see. Extra, extra, this is your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. Let's see how many people will hop on because there's no frickin' notifications that are going up. But we started off on Instagram. Let me tell you the cards that I already pulled. This is a daily message for all signs, nobody specific, like no specific zodiac call outs. In other words, this is just a general message. And basically for any of us to just jump on, anybody who catches it, anybody who's on to jump on. Thank you so much for joining. We started off with the Emperor. We got the Nine of Wands. Third card out was the Seven of Swords, and then the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so what does that mean? It almost seems to me like the powers that be, or somebody that's higher up, somebody who has a lot more power and a lot more insight, maybe even a lot more expertise, is defending you against, hey, Amber, thanks for jumping on. Yeah, Instagram I reported the problem, but Instagram once again crapped out on me. So thank you so much for being here. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Julie. Hey, Joe. Oh, that's your name. I never know whose name is who's on YouTube versus Instagram. So hey, Candace. So happy that you're here. So what I'm saying is, it almost seems like you're being defended by somebody like higher realms, higher power. It's almost like somebody has caught wind of and understood that there needs to be a defense for you because there's some sort of security risk. That's all I can say right now. Security risk, but it's been noticed. It's in other words, it's been noticed. It's been observed. Somebody that's protective of you or defensive of you or over you, like maybe Facebook or Instagram itself. I don't know. Has seen that yes, there is an issue. There is an issue here. There is somebody trying to hack your account, or there is somebody that's trying to do you harm and steal what you have worked for, because what you have worked for is the Seven of Pentacles. This is something that is growing steady, something. Oh, 111, the angels is with us. I love you, angels. This is definitely something that you have worked for, something that you put a lot of time, energy, and effort to, a lot of faith in, planting the seeds today so that you can reap the benefits tomorrow, maybe even the benefits that you will reap. This is a sense of, yes, it has been determined. Somebody is trying to get at it. Somebody's trying to steal it and put defenses up. Somebody's trying to block, or maybe it's even you yourself blocking or trying to be defensive because trying to defend against thieves from all that you've worked for. This is really interesting energy today. Also, I have to share this too. When I tried to sign back into Instagram after I logged out and uninstalled it, the first message that I got when I reinstalled the app and was logging onto my business account was somebody tried to log into my account from Helsinki. Now you guys know I ain't nowhere near Helsinki, so I don't know what's going on, but it does seem to be that there is a little foul play, act play. So we'll want to see what's going on here. But yeah, no, this is all a surprise to me. This is really interesting energy because this implies that somebody is on it, like somebody, the higher power, some administrator, some security is on it. Somebody is there to defend you and help your ass out. That's what I'm talking about. So, oh, so far so good. Damn. I thought maybe it was my internet access, but so far so good. I don't want to, hey, Mucha, hey guys. Hey, Amina. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Yeah, I don't want to say too much about, I don't want to jinx myself is what I don't want to do. But I also don't want this to be all about me. I'm just sort of applying what I'm experiencing now to what the cards are in front of me. Oh, okay. Hold up. Oh, there is some anxiety and heartbreak and some sort of suffering that you're going to have to wade through, mourning or sort of reflection on suffering or heartache or a big disappointment. Time to understand it, to look back on it and understand, and also try to figure out, like right now, feeling really stuck in a place of, you think we're all stuck in a place of not being able to do anything, of reflection, relaxation, taking a break, taking some time out, being grateful for what we have after there's just a big loss. But there's disappointment here. There's like backstabbing here. There's hurt and there's sorrow and there's suffering here. There's also confusion here. It's very, very difficult for me to ignore this energy. There's lots of swords on the table. So there's a lot of sort of violence, get at you, come at you, need to defend yourself, going to battle, victory lost, thinking about like, just thinking about all those things, almost trying to figure out why somebody would hurt you. That's kind of this energy. The Hermit, he could also, okay, let me say this. This is Virgo energy. Yes, but it could also be somebody who's a creeper, somebody who is not a reliable source, somebody who kind of like drifts in and out of the situation, and they're a little stealthy, a little underhanded. But for me, this is generally a card of faith, going forward in faith, not having any light. You don't even have the moonlight because that's a new moon behind him. Basically, starting your new beginning with absolutely nothing and just proceeding in faith and following in faith. That's what it is. Maybe this is a time of faith, a huge time of just moving forward, even though you really don't know which direction you're going. You don't even know why. Let's put it this way. You don't even know why you're even moving forward anymore. You don't even know why you're still going or why you still want to go. Ooh. This is the Knight of Swords. This is a nasty piece of you-know-what when he's upside down. This is a person who is so aggressive, they will just come out and attack you. Somebody who might have made a stealth attack, something happening behind your back, something going on. I hate to be like little Miss Paranoia, but this is definitely a confirmation of somebody all kinds of stealth move trying to sneak up on you and attack you from behind. Because this right here, he don't attack head on. He comes at you with his sword at your back, right? So these are knives in the back. This is really deceptive and underhanded, undermining energy. Somebody who would talk bad about you, somebody who would talk down to you, somebody who would lie to you. Really nasty character when he's in reverse, walking away from the circumstances, situation, and being willing to just walk away with nothing. You understand? Oh, what do you say? Saturn, Mars is what you're saying? That's a good analogy. I like it. There's Virgo 3 days in a row. So I have, all right, so this is just walking away from this energy. In other words, letting the haters hate, letting people demonstrate who they are and show who they are by how they behave, basically. Letting it come out, let them make almost them trying to be stealthful and stuff, but let them be exposed by how they behave and walking away from a circumstance. Look at this, check this out. This is a full moon energy. Of course, we have a full moon coming up. By the way, while you're all here, I can just announce, I am doing a full moon reading for each zodiac sign tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will put the announcement up on this page, and I'll also put the announcement up on the Instagram. I'll just leave it up there so that you guys can know. I'll be doing the daily tomorrow here. Probably not until the afternoon, to be honest with you, because I have to run my mother back to the doctors again. But I will also be doing so I'll probably get on for my daily here around noon or 1, and then the full moon party will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, that's a definite. The daily will toggle. I'm not really sure when I'll be able to get on, but I will get on. But the full moon party will definitely be up in here at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This popped out, and this is a lovely little ditty, especially after all this crap. This is about walking away from the hurt and the struggle and the suffering and basically being able to make it out alive, even though you may have lost something or lost enthusiasm, because this is cups, right? This is how you feel about something. This is something draining you and feeling so shitty and terrible that you just had to leave, had to walk away from the circumstance or situation. But finally being recognized, interesting enough, after you let go and you release, you are recognized. You were like, yay, everybody's like, woo, woo, job well done. That's the kind of energy that's coming out. I want to continue a little bit more to know a little bit. I want a few more cards, to be honest with you. This is a good story. Kind of like interesting. 2 cards falling out. Fuck. So sick of this shit. It's like, can something just good happen? Just like goodness happen? What the fuck? It's so frustrating, dude. The Empress is here, the Magician is here, but then the stupid ass Justice card comes out in reverse. Fuck that shit. Seriously. Something just losing, a big loss, a huge loss, something being against you or held against you or coming up against you or not being decided in your favor. You worked really hard for something, you busted your butt. This is an energy of a woman coming here and being, you know, helping you out, making moves, making things, creating, generating that energy, doing it all yourself. And then the Justice card comes out in reverse. And I'm just like, fuck that shit. I'm tired of bad news when there should be just good news. I'm sorry, but no, nothing but good news up in here. I'm like tired of that energy. What is this Justice card in reverse? What is it? What is it? The Wheel of Fortune. What? How is this Justice card in reverse? Like, no. Spirit, can you be more clear, please? Because right now, I'm just recovering from a headache, and I need to understand a little bit. Happiness, prosperity, and abundance not being decided in your favor. Basically, just like I don't understand. I don't understand what is this Justice card in reverse? 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 Oh. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Because everything I have is like leading up to, okay, things were going well, you walked away, you're finally being recognized. This is an energy of somebody who believes in you, supports you. It could be a mother energy or a woman or a boss that is like, yeah, let's make some magic together because you know what, I really believe in what you do. Right? That could be some great shit, but this is justice. This in reverse, like everything falling down or not being decided or you not being selected or losing a lawsuit or something like that. But what's coming from it is good stuff. It's fortune and happiness and a new outlook on life and confidence, offers that are made to you, reason to celebrate, reason to party. And then also ability to move on and get over mental stress or suffering or pain. It doesn't make any sense. I don't, it doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe this card has the answer. What is the Justice in reverse? What happened here? What is the Justice in reverse? It's almost like, I mean, plainly put, not being chosen, not being selected, but justice in reverse isn't necessarily being chosen and selected, because that's not judgment, right? Justice is more about, you know, there was a decision. You were one side, somebody was the other, and the decision was made in their favor, not yours. But it's almost like that's the best thing that could have happened for you. Because here we have working hard, do your doing work that you love. And this isn't even in the past energy, though. All I can say is this Justice card in reverse doesn't make any sense to me. What it means is that something that we perceived as bad, something that we perceived as being against us, was actually in our favor and worked out very well for us. Hold on. Here, Queen Bee. Can I please ask a question? No. Sorry, Queen Bee. There's no questions being asked right now, just because this is a general reading. We're just kind of shooting the shit with each other, talking a little bit. My readings for myself didn't make any sense either today. I just thought I wasn't connected with spirit good enough. Maybe the energies are scattered today themselves. Be patient, grasshopper. Queen Bee, there are no personal readings today yet. It's not. If you would like a personal, oh, Jackie, you have got my back, girl. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Queen Bee, honey. I know I used to do the like one answer, one card. I don't do it. I stopped doing it because what ended up happening was we're such a small group that it ended up being the same people asking the same questions every day. And it was not good because it's not healthy to get any kind of a reading, even one question, one answer readings every day. Because what it means is when you get the answer from spirit, you're supposed to absorb it, take it in, meditate on it, and then let it play out. But when you keep asking the question over and over again, coming back for more information, it's like you're staying in that loop of that like karmic cycle loop. You're not allowing the things to play out, and the answers get very, very muddied. And what I started getting was, well, yesterday you told me this was going to happen. Well, why are you asking me the same question 2 days in a row? Now, Queen Bee, I'm not saying you're doing this, but this is what people were doing. They were coming on every day asking for like basically a free reading every single day. And the cards were getting muddled because the situation was getting muddled. The energies get extremely muddled when you get an answer, but then you come back and be like, okay, so what is it today? Okay, so what is it today? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I gave you an answer 2 days ago. And that's what started to happen. So I stopped doing you know, the personal readings, like not personal readings, like the one answer, one question. I stopped doing them until I get like bigger audiences, and I know that I can like get more people on here, and I won't be getting the same people asking questions every single day repeatedly. Because for right now, it's too small of a group to do it. Like there's not enough people on here to have those questions, like to even like to even offer it. Just like it just gets to be kind of too much of the same questions over and over again, and that's bad juju. Are there readings available? First of all, yeah, absolutely. I make 12 week ahead readings every single week for YouTube, and then they have their 12 extended readings on Vimeo. Check out my Vimeo platform. It's swarming with content. If you're curious about it, go get some. But yeah, there are personal readings too. I do personal readings. Jackie put the information down there. Thank you, Jackie. BornwithoutBoundries@gmail.com is where you email me for a personal reading. Anyway, so it still is a mystery to me, but honestly, it's almost like, why is it a mystery? Maybe I just have to just believe exactly what I'm seeing, and the cards are blatantly saying to me, you didn't get something. Something was decided against you. You either lost, or they chose somebody else and not you, right? Or things seem really out of balance right now. That's what it is. Libran energy, partnership, lack of partnership, disconnection, being by yourself, being alone, working alone, doing your work alone, in solitude, to focus. Why? Really the energy of forcing you to focus to bring out the best and strongest qualities of your nature in order for you to generate the abundance and tap into the happy ever after that is waiting for you, because there are offers coming in. There are offers that are coming in that you will really celebrate, and that will take you places where you want to go. This is an energy of finally being able to travel somewhere and go somewhere. I'm thinking by July, this is an energy of, I know I'm traveling somewhere in July. Leaving it all behind, being able to really celebrate and having enough money to be able to do so. That's what I want to underline a hell of a lot, like being able to have the money that you need to actually get to the place that you want to go to. Very, very important. The abundance or the assistance will be coming in. And like I said, there is a sense of defending here. Big Papa energy coming in to defend us from crooks. Listen, the Seven of Swords has been coming out a lot. Crooks, meaning to steal the opportunities that we've been working really hard on, or even just circumstances themselves, swiping and undermining and taking that rug out from underneath a lot of us, causing us a lot of pain and a lot of suffering. But meditation, focus, and reflection is all that we really have on our side right now to clear up any kind of, this is meditation and reflection, to clear up any kind of confusion or being stuck in a difficult situation, in a predicament that is not only uncomfortable, but in ways it feels unescapable. Like you're blinded. She's blinded. She doesn't know which direction to go. So the only move forward is faith. That's it. You can only move forward in faith when you have a difficult situation. It's just about like deciding to put one foot in the front of the other. Watch out though. There's definitely these energies. When I see the Seven of Swords and I see the Knight of Swords in reverse, there's definitely this energy. You could have thought somebody was gone. You could have thought something was over. You could have thought something, you could have been mourning something, and all of a sudden this backstabbing motherfucker comes back from the grave and is all of a sudden they're back. I know I had a Scorpio reading of like that recently, or it may not be a someone, though the Knight of Swords, all of these like people cards, they imply like an actual human, but it could be an energy of just a predicament. You thought this was all over. You thought this was settled. You thought it was done. You thought everything was going to be okay. And then bam, it's right back to attacking and making your life difficult and making you struggle. And really just at that point, making a decision, I just got to walk away from this. My sanity is more important than me winning this fight. So choosing my sanity, choosing my peace of mind, and going to a place where I am appreciated. Yeah, and there is support for me, and there is concern for what I have. This is abundance, like having a lot of prosperity and abundance, and being able to make something happen, make something real, realize something through hard work and dedication, something that you will love. This is work that you will actually really love doing. But there's justice again, basically trying to not decide for you, not choose you. There's still this energy of imbalance here, of the powers that be being what are fucked up. Essentially, that's what I want to say. It's like there's a malfunction in the machine itself. Like it's not functioning correctly. Somebody's just trying to get out there and hack away at people, being a real doom and gloom judge. And I know you're right, Moonchild, that could be that energy of Saturn and Mars, really having that really, but is it, I thought, what are they together in Aquarius now? I have to check. If any of you guys know, that would be really nice. But yeah, there's this energy of just like maybe hacking away at too much, tearing down too much, like cut the shit. It's like, don't you got anything better to do? Like, what the fuck? A small, but hold on. Let me read. Hit the button and subscribe. Oh, thank you, Amber. Hold on. I appreciate you, Soul Tribe. We have thankful for the divine. We are protected. More karma to serve. Valerie, so true. Moon opposes no. Again, really. So I'm just wondering. Where the placement of Mars is. Mars enters Aquarius. Yeah, Mars is in Aquarius, and so is Saturn. See, to me, this is when everybody hacks away at each other, like social justice warrior type of energy. That's what it is. But remember, the social justice warrior can be also very obsessive and extreme. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to pinpoint anybody out, but yeah, I'll say what I need to say. Like that's social justice warriors can be very extreme. They can be extremists and not listen to reason, and they're just like hacking away at things. In other words, becoming very obsessed with a new sense of I'm doing this for the greater good. but are you? Are you, or does it just feel good to be able to wield the sword wherever the fuck you want? You know what I'm saying? It's like, because for me, there is a sense of a loss of justice and an imbalance in the way that we think, an imbalance in the way that we're behaving, a lack of connection at a time when we're supposed to be loving each other and being connected. There's a lack of connection. There is more judgment instead of justice. There's more like attacks than there is actually weighing things out and contemplating and thinking things through and using your head wisely. Justice in reverse is, yes, it could actually be, I don't know if you guys are going through, oh, thank you so much for whoever made that donation. I'm really grateful. Thank you. Because ad revenue doesn't exist anymore. No, it does exist, but ad revenue is down. It's gone way down because everything's gone way down. People stop advertising, but that's what's happening. So I'm really grateful for that contribution to the channel. Um, um, Let me read this. I want to read this chamomile essential oil. I don't know why I'm reading from. I know why I'm reading from Llewellyn Witch's date book. I recommend this all the time. I hope that you go get one. But it's come up here between Friday and Saturday. So let me read. Among the most soothing of essential oils is chamomile, with a scent reminiscent of baking bread, bananas, and the earth after it rains. Chamomile smooths the harsh edges of life, comforts the skin, relieves headaches. Oh, then maybe I needed some damn chamomile, and supports restful sleep. Diffuse the essential oil during rituals designed to promote relaxation, peace, and calm. Carry a bottle with you and inhale throughout the day as an instant stress eraser. That's really freaking interesting. How right plopped in the middle of such a crazy, chaotic week, they know enough to give us this, they know enough to suggest chamomile to us, like how to relax, how to calm ourselves, how to bring peace back into our lives. Inhale straight from the bottle or diffuse the scent to alleviate digestive upset and chronic pain. Add it to body lotion and massage into the body to soothe irritated skin, promote sleep, and alleviate symptoms of menopause and PMS. Okay, I definitely need some chamomile. To heal blocks in the solar plexus chakra, add a few drops of chamomile to sunflower oil and anoint your upper stomach, solar plexus area, with the mixture. Create a smudge spray with equal parts essential oil of chamomile, spearmint, and lavender in spring water to clear the space after an argument, calm angry vibrations, or facilitate mutually respectful interactions. The same formula is great for kids' rooms to help them wind down before bed. Oh, I love that. Spring water, spearmint oil, chamomile oil, and lavender oil in spring water. Oh, that's nice. I think I'm actually gonna try that, to be honest with you. It's like that seems really nice. God, you can always learn something, man. I have to say, like, one of the things I've been a little jealous. I shouldn't be. So stupid. Like, jealousy is so petty. I'm ashamed of myself for it. But I have been, like, because there are so many people who like, they're out of work. I know how fortunate I am to still be working. But it's almost like I wish that I could unplug and unwind and have this opportunity to unwind with the rest of the world. It always seems like I'm on the opposite schedule from everybody. And it has my whole life. It has been, it's just always sort of made me feel separate. Like when I was young and raising my son, I was a waitress. And I always had to go to work when everybody else was celebrating and going out to party. Like that's how it always was for me. And then because I was raising my son, I didn't get to finish college right away. It took me 10 years to finish college. So I finished college when I was when I turned 30, 31, and everybody else had finished it when they were young. And it's like I always felt like I was reversed and flip-flopped from everybody else. And I know I don't want to be like everybody else. I'm proud to be me. But there is a sense that I'm tired of always grinding in the opposite direction. I'm tired of being the fucking counterweight, And sometimes it just gets to me. And so I've been reminding myself recently, and this is why I bring it up. While the universe is all doom and gloom and death and judgment and hacking away because it just feels like it's just like having a heyday up there, loving just ripping through like the four horsemen and judgment, you know? Don't judge yourself so heavy, man. Like don't treat yourself like that. You know, we got enough coming at us from the outside. We don't need BS coming at us from the inside too. So don't judge yourself. If you need a break, if you need to just sleep, if you need to take a Tylenol and go take a nap, if you need to go outside, what do you need? Like ask yourself, because I know I have the very bad habit of downing myself. And as soon as I need something like hair dye or, you know, like as soon as I need something, I'm almost like, why do you need that? Why do you need it? Like, don't worry about why. I'm asking because I need it. There's a need here. If I need to rest and I need to relax, then I'm going to give that to myself and I'm going to love myself and I'm not going to be a horrible judge. It's really interesting. It's almost like when we become very, very judgmental externally, I think it is it's a fallout or it's a consequence of really harsh self-judgment internally. So we can change, I think, the really negative judgmental exterior world by starting internally, being kinder to ourselves, being less judgmental to ourselves, and then be less judgmental toward others. Stop hacking away because this energy is just really, really, really irritating. It is really irritating, but it's also just really, really harsh. um like too harsh. And as the world gets harsh, I guess I am that eternal counterweight. The world gets harsh, I want to get soft. I have to bring in that smoother, more malleable mentality of just no, I'm gonna relax. You know, if I'm not gonna go crazy with everybody, I just can't do it. It's not just about going crazy, it's about being kinder to yourself first. Why do you start with the self? Because remember, even as a community or society or our global community, humans in general, our race, it's each made of one individual, and it's made up of many individuals. So if the individual itself is healthy, then and most of the individuals are healthy, then that unit will be healthy, right? But if most of the individuals are unhealthy, they're twisted, they're demented, they're worried, they're scared, all of those things, then the whole is going to be unhealthy. And then it's magnified, it's multiplied by 7.5 billion. That unhealthiness is magnified. So what can you do? You can start with yourself, right? Don't let anybody steal your abundance and cause you stress and grief. Don't fucking let anybody do that to you. Seriously, rage against the machine. How do you do it? By treating yourself or behaving in a way that you want the world to behave. Treat yourself kindly. Respect yourself, love yourself, honor yourself. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. Is I'm trying to say, you know what? If I didn't get on here till late, or if I needed a nap, or I couldn't work out today. Well, why am I questioning that? I have to honor the body that I have today, not the body that I had yesterday. I have to honor the mindset that I have today, not the mindset that I have yesterday. And yes, this is a wonderful time. But this is the difference between like Saturn, I'm sorry, Saturn in Capricorn and Saturn in Aquarius. It's not about staying the routine, a draconian adherence to rules and what you've established. It's no longer that. You know, it still has sort of very stringent morality, right? But now it's more about the flow, right? The water, the flow and like what's right for right now and being in the now. Aquarius is air energy. It's not earth energy. It's not expecting everything to constantly remain the same. It's not trying to make everything remain the same. It's trying to make everything aware of what's happening in the now and being aware of in the now and making moral judgments based on what we're doing right now. So think about that too. Yeah, there's just I almost feel like in some ways there is, and whoever was it that said to me that you were doing readings for yourself, and you felt like you weren't connected to the cards. To be totally honest with you, I feel like the cosmos in general is all kinds of cray right now. There is so much shifting that if we're feeling discombobulated and disoriented, we shouldn't question that either, because as above, so below, that's probably the shit that's happening up above. There's probably so much craziness that's happening with all these shifts and cosmic shifts right now, that there's no way we couldn't feel it. There's no way we couldn't be affected by it. This is what we're living in right now. This is our new reality, at least for the next couple of months. I would say even to the end of this year. I was reading something today that said this was never going to be, energetically speaking, this was never going to be an easy year. Oh, it was Laura's the owner of Talisman and Cauldron, the deck that I use. She's the shop, but it's this. I use a Talisman and Cauldron deck, so she designed the deck that I use. And she sends out a newsletter all the time. If you're interested in getting the newsletter, just go to Talisman and Cauldron on Facebook, and I'm sure you can sign up for the newsletter there. But the bottom line is, she was saying this was never going to be an easy year. It was never going to be in the cards. But the level of chaos, maybe I think some people predicted it. Some people may have predicted certain aspects of it, but I'm not really sure. I mean, listen, you could predict till the cows go home, but you don't really know how it's going to affect you till you're feeling it and you're living it, right? So it's like, it's harder to live through than to conceptualize. So it's like, who could have predicted the emotional impact that it's having on us right now. Um, um, I think that that's a little bit more difficult to predict. Like, how are people going to react? You can say how people will react systemically. You can say how people will react legally, but you can't necessarily say, describe to somebody the emotional impact it will have on them personally. Very difficult to describe that until you start experiencing it for yourself. Um, Whew. So I really love, once again, I'm being called back to this idea of self-care and calming ourselves down and creating this smudge spray with equal parts essential oil of chamomile, essential oil of spearmint, essential oil of lavender, and spring water, but in spring water. So I don't think it's like, I think you have mostly spring water because oil doesn't diffuse really easily, right? Especially not in little spray bottles. So mostly spring water, and then equal parts spearmint, chamomile, and lavender. That's really lovely. Yo, 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 I have lavender with me all the time. You can see it in some of my videos. It's always over here. I have it all the time. I, because for that reason, like as soon as I smell it, I calm down. Now I know, and it's really interesting because my sister and sister-in-law told me about this. When you start going through menopause, lavender becomes one of those scents that you can't smell. Tell me if you know this is true, if anybody has been gone through this. Like, when lavender becomes something, like the scent of lavender starts to repulse you. It has a I have hand sanitizer. Does that work? I don't know. That's a good question. That's actually really good sense to add to hand sanitizer. And they have like some essential oil hand sanitizer. If you can find it, go get it. Um, oh, new fucking thing. What is this? Maybe you guys can like tell me what this is about. I can't find peroxide anywhere either. Went to 2 stores today, no peroxide, and now everybody's out of paper toweling. What? What's going on? Hi, James. I'm watching a little bit behind. Don't worry about it. I need chamomile too. Anyway, that just seems like a really nice thing to have with us right now. 10:45. It's a sanitizer. Oh my God, girl. So let's get back into the cards. I want to keep doing the readings. Let's do some angel angel cards. Daily energy. Ooh, one has flipped over. Heart and soul. When making your decision, take into action what your heart and soul are saying. Sometimes the mind can deceive us. Choose through love, not fear. That is some serious shit. Because here's the justice card. And what did I say? There's so many fucking swords all over this reading that it's all mental. It's all mental, this stress. All fucking mental. Heart and soul. When making your decision, take into account what your heart and soul are saying. Sometimes the mind can deceive us. Choose with love, not fear. And what did I say? This energy of not being so freaking judgmental. And it's like, when does it go from really doing the right thing to just being afraid of doing the wrong thing? So doing what everybody says is the right thing because you're afraid to do the wrong thing or what everybody says is the wrong thing. Like that becomes a thing too. Change. Life is a journey. It will be very unfulfilling if each step was exactly the same as the last. Because life is always changing. It is forever fresh and new. Allow your life to unfold gracefully. Be grateful for what was, is, and forever will be. This is just like take the change easy, go easy. This chamomile, and it's interesting because these cards remind me of lavender and chamomile, the colors of lavender and chamomile, just to relax ourselves, help ourselves get back to our center and our truth. Ooh. Okay. Hold up. I love these cards. They're so cute. Clarity. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in the blue of the sky. Feel a gentle breeze flow through you. There is peace, there is clarity. A magical healing has just taken place, a gift from your guardian angel. You want to do that for a second to just there is a truth in breath anyway. And you learn that through yoga. I know I'm not some yoga instructor or some kind of yoga professional, but that you do learn that when you take yoga classes. The point is that it's accessible to all of us. You don't have to be somebody who is like, you don't have to be like somebody who is a professional. It's accessible to all of us. There's an energy of clarity. Internet connection. What did I tell you that all of this internet connection was going to start to be freaking out? Not only because of the the larger usage of the bandwidth, but also because I think they're switching things around. Anyway, breath. Breath helps to calm the mind. It helps to, lots of times your thoughts get just they go crazy in your head, and they run really quickly. They run over each other. To stop, take a breath, and that Johnny Tremaine of just be able to take a breath and count to 10 and then exhale it, let it go. It literally helps to clear your mind and help you make better decisions. Determination, perseverance, and patience will lead to a positive outcome. So keep at it. One day at a time, keep going. This is that energy of just, why am I even still going? Why am I even still carrying on? And the answer to that question is faith. Is I set myself on this path. I'm going to keep going on it. I'm not going to go back. Like, of course, I didn't expect it to all be perfect. I didn't expect it to all be easy, but I didn't expect it to be fucked up either. But simultaneously, I'm not turning back. I'm not turning back because the winds get rough. I'm not doing it to just keep on the path. It's not like you're heading out and just, tempting the wind. You know what I'm saying? You're not going out for no reason. You started. You just don't want to turn back. You don't want to stop. Keep going. You don't have to go at a breakneck pace, right? You can go slow. If the wind is beating you down, you could take shelter against a rock cliff. You could give yourself what I said. Take your break, take your chamomile, take your bath, take your nap. Give yourself that safety and protection that you need and deserve. That doesn't mean that you've stopped. That doesn't mean that you've gotten off your path. That means that you're reacting to the present moment. You're reacting to the now. You're reacting to, what do I need right now to stay on this path? To stay on this path right now, I need to hanker down near this rock face to protect me right now. And then tomorrow when the sun comes out, I won't be injured. I won't be sick. I won't be exhausted, so I can keep walking the next day. This is about the marathon. It's not about the race. Adventure, instead of seeing the current situation as an obstacle, try seeing it as an adventure. Explore all the possibilities. There are many more than you currently imagine. Instead of seeing things as either black or white, try to explore all the colors in between. Wow. Now, if that didn't just talk to my soul, holy moly. You know, what was that line from Picard, from that Star Trek show, Picard? He was like, that's just a, like, seeing that there's only one option is not, it's something like, it's not truth, it's lack of creativity, that kind of thing. It's like there's always different solutions, there's always different answers to the problems. And you know what, helping yourself to breathe and helping yourself to calm down. When we get into a panic, we actually think we have less time than we do. We actually think that we exacerbate the clock ticking, right, in our own minds, and then it freezes us and it doesn't let us move. Even you could get a lot done in a minute. You can get a lot done in 30 seconds if your mind is open and clear and flexible. The problem is the challenge is keeping it open and flexible. So, like I said, get out your chamomile, do what you need to do to take care of yourself. Courage was the last card out. You have what it takes, just do it. We, your angels, are here to support you. I'm glad someone is. I really am. Oh, good Lord, I need a vacation. I need a vacation. Angel wishes. Angel wishes. Your children are the greatest gift of all. They teach you more than you teach them. We got that before. That's interesting that this comes out now. Interesting that it comes out now. Maybe it's time to call my son. I don't know. Maybe it's time to call your children. Maybe it's time. I know a lot of people are spending a great deal of time with their children now because they're at home with them. They're able to be around them more. That's a challenge in and of itself because we start to depend on time away from each other. Really, we do. That's really interesting too. Hold on. The secret language of light. Let's get some of these cards out. I don't feel like I've used these. Denise Jarvie, what up? Thanks, Denise. Oh, wow. This is my favorite card, and it's the first one to pop out. Sensitivity. That's it. Sensitivity. You see why isn't it so beautiful? Like, look at that card. It's so pretty. I want to put it on a frame and put it on the wall. It's so gorgeous. Sensitivity. And I have it rabbit-eared because I love it so much. Oh, you don't want to know why? Because my favorite quote is here. And I keep seeing duplicate numbers. I saw 45 before, and now I just saw 49. And those are like divine counterparts, the energy of divine counterparts coming together, or both sides of yourself being able to come together and come into sync. So you are becoming more sensitive to the energy and vibrations that precede all physical creation. We can all sense these energies, but our rational minds often override our feelings. Trust your heart will bring together the most up to date information through your senses. When we are open to sensing and feeling love, it also means we are open to sensing and feeling fear. This clarifies the importance of actively choosing where you place your gaze and focus your energy. Don't let old stories determine what you will think and feel. There is no hiding behind words. Feeling sorry for another or situation doesn't help them or you. It takes you to a place where you can't hear any solutions and feeds back what they already know. You came here to create reality, not to accept it. That's like my favorite line ever. You came here to create reality, not to accept it. You attract what you are, not what you think or what you say, but what you feel. Celebrate your sensitivity. Without it, you may not realize you have a choice. Um, what do you want to bring into your life? Now, let me read that again. Celebrate your sensitivity. Without it, you may not realize you have a choice. Now, so often in my life, I'll be like, oh, people are so sensitive. They cry at the drop of a hat. They're screaming. They'll yell. They'll get bitchy. They'll get bratty. And yet they always have all these wonderful people around them. And what I realized, and me, I'm over here all kinds of controlled, making sure that I keep my shit together, and then for some reason I end up attracting people that I don't like or I don't want in my life, and it's why? Because it's about sincerity. It's about truth and being aligned with the truth inside of you. It is such a wonderful thing to be able to just cry out loud or say what you feel or be enthusiastic and like somebody that you really like and text them when you want to text them and not play games or worry and be afraid and what should I say and all of those things. It's always like, what do they want me to be instead of me just being myself. People who can just be themselves, even if they're a crazy mess, they still end up attracting more attractive people. And I don't mean physically attractive. I just mean more fun people, more truthful people, more honest people, because it's about honesty. It's about truth. It's about alignment to your truth. So if you are a crazy bitch inside, you better be acting like a crazy bitch on the outside. Why? Because that's your sincerity. That's your truth. And if it's almost like truth has its own vibration. And that even these things that we ultimately determine as low vibration aren't low vibration, they're just emotion. And if they're aligned with truth, they're aligned with what we really feel inside, then you know what? They're cool. That's okay. As long as it's aligned with a truth, with truth of a circumstance or a situation. Right? If you are aligned with truth, truth has its own vibration. So even being angry or being pissed or being upset or being jealous, is it honest? Is it what you're really feeling? Well, then it has a specific vibration. Whereas all of those things, if you bottle them up and on the outside you're pretending like, no, I'm working through it. I'm not really, I'm either denying it completely or yes, I'm jealous, but, or I'm not really jealous. Like, do you feel it? Are you really being sincere with what you feel? I learned the importance of that years ago, and I'm still working on it because for me as a Cancerian, I always like to behave in the way that I know that you're going to feel comfortable because I'm really sensitive to people's feelings. And as soon as I feel somebody getting uncomfortable or having to hear something that they don't want to hear or me disagreeing with them, all of a sudden I feel their discomfort, I feel their rage, and I want to get rid of it. I want to alleviate it. So I change and I'm not sincere. So it's in the sincerity, that lack of sincerity, that actually digs you into and locks you in that crypt and locks you into that position in your life where you are actually vibrating your most low. You are not vibrating low, you're vibrating unbalanced. You're completely unbalanced because you're not being sincere with what you really feel. It is so essential to align with your own inner sensitivity and be honest about what you are, about what you're feeling, and not be unabridged, unashamed of what you feel. You know, like it's so fucking important because truth, honesty has its own vibration, which is actually, I think, scientifically true if you think about like lie detector tests. Truth has its own vibration. You know, whatever picture that you want to paint, whatever you want to be is one thing, but what are you? What are you? And are you really who you are out loud? Are you really aligned with your truth? Are your words aligned with what you're feeling? Because listen, it's oh, I was watching the Golden Girls, yo, and I've always watched the Golden Girls, and there's a scene where Dorothy tries to catch Sophia out on something, because Sophia's like, I always tell the truth, and Dorothy asks Sophia a question that she knows that she'll lie about, and Sophia turns around and just says, "None of your damn business." Like she doesn't tell a lie. She doesn't tell a lie. She says it straightforward. If she doesn't want to give you the answer, she'll just say, "You're not going to get that answer. It's none of your business." You know what I'm saying? So that's fair too. That's fair to say, maybe I don't want to discuss my feelings right now, but you can honestly see what somebody is feeling when you know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't necessarily have to be gushing out, "Oh, I feel this, and I'm angry. We need to talk about it now." You don't need to say that, but you could definitely say, "I'm too angry to talk about it right now. I'll get back to you when I want to." You know, or is it aligned with your truth? Or instead, what do you do? Do you say, "I don't," inside you're like, "Fuck them. I don't want to talk to them right now. They're a piece of shit. I don't want to talk to them, blah, 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 blah." But then when they call you, you're like, "Uh-huh, okay. Yeah, no, I wanted to talk to you too." But you didn't. You didn't want to. And in your mind, you're telling yourself, "Well, that's higher vibration. I'm acting mature." You're not acting mature. You're acting insincere. You're acting insincere. You don't really want to talk about it, and you're really angry, and you're not sharing that anger. Your words are not what your emotions are. They're not aligned. Now you're unbalanced. Now you're unbalanced. And now you're vibrating disharmoniously. You can be angry and vibrate very harmoniously because your anger is sincere. It's the truth. You don't have to make accusations. You don't have to scream and yell at somebody, but you could definitely just say, "No, I ain't got time for you right now." And believe me, you won't want to hear what I have to say. Goodbye. People will, please believe me, if you say that to somebody, people will know that you're angry with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you have to yell and scream at somebody, but I am saying that you do have to honor what you are currently feeling. You have to honor those feelings. And when we separate it and become what we think is easier for others to handle, we then dishonor our sensitivity. We dishonor ourselves, and we become disharmonious. We start to vibrate dissonance. And that dissonance attracts other people who vibrate with dissonance. They're not aligned with themselves. And if you're feeling a lot of irritation with the people in your life because you can feel their dissonance, well, guess what? They're in your life because you're dissonance too. And now you got to get back to your own truth. Will you have the balls to say, "I don't even really like you"? Or, "No, I'm not interested"? Or is it all just about, "Well, I have to keep impressing them because they're who I've got" kind of energy? Do you know what I'm saying? I swear to God, it's hard lesson sometimes because we're all afraid to be alone, right? We all want to belong to somebody or to some group, but don't we want to belong to the right one? And the only time we're going to find the right one and draw the people into our lives that we really align with, if we are ourselves out loud. So this sensitivity card really, really strikes home. It hits hard. It hits hard, like hardcore. Celebrate your sensitivity. Without it, you may not realize you have a choice. You always have a choice. And I always see that the people are so much happier when they are the people who really tell what they really feel, who are sincere about what they really feel. They don't hide it. They're the ones that do the best in life. I'm coming about my hour. I really appreciate you being on here. You have no idea how much it means to me. I'm so grateful for you guys. But I'm gonna let you all go. Tomorrow I will definitely be on the daily. The daily will be here on YouTube once again. I'm grateful that YouTube worked, even though the other one didn't. I'm grateful that YouTube worked, and I will be on here tomorrow on the daily, hopefully by 11, probably closer to noon. The full moon party will be here. We will be kicking off our full moon celebration at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I can't give you an exact time for the daily, but I will be giving 7 p.m. I'll be here for the full moon party. So please do join me. Thank you so much, especially to Amber and Jackie and Bambi for being on, and Amber and Jackie for administering. I'm really grateful for you guys. And I'll see you all tomorrow. You're welcome. Hello. Thank you so much, guys.